welcome back to Midday Kentucky, everyone. We are live down here at Renata's in Lexington. It is World AIDS Day celebration tomorrow and also 30 years of ABOL here in Lexington. But we do want to draw the attention to World AIDS Day for this segment of the show. It is a celebration of life. It draws our attention to the worldwide HIV and AIDS epidemic. Now, we have three incredible people up here, people. It is amazing. Second year in a row, Helena Handbasket, Donald Mason and John Moses are here to tell us more about this event. Talk to us. Welcome to the show, first of all.
Thank you.
How are we?
Thank
I feel like I'm going to fall off my chair, everyone. Spinning around like a Barbie doll. All right, so let's talk a little bit about World AIDS Day to begin with, which I think is super important. The importance of World AIDS Day and the conversation that we should be having for everyone sitting at home. Where are we?
Absolutely. We are at a place where we can celebrate life, and that's what our musical celebration is about. We are still seeing about 50,000 new HIV infections here in the United States every year, about 365 right here in Kentucky. And so while we use World AIDS Day to look back and honor those that have passed and have come before us, we are also celebrating life for those of us that are still living with the virus and leading long, healthy lives.
And that's the conversation that we need to have there. I remember it was probably, maybe 1990 or so when someone told me that they had been infected, and I didn't know anything about it. I was very young and confused myself, and it wasn't until many years later, and that man is still alive. It's no longer a death sentence, and we need the youth out there to have that understanding, and also their parents. How do you educate parents to have that conversation?
I think it's really important just to understand, as Helena talked about earlier, this is not just one segment of population. This can impact many people. There are children that are born into this world with this disease too. So I feel like with anything, education early on is important to make sure that that is part of the culture, part of the understanding, coming from an educational standpoint as opposed to a speculative standpoint.
All right, now we're going to get to the musical. We all love a musical. Tell us about it. What's going on down at the Lyric?
Sure. So this is our second World AIDS Day celebration at the Lyric Theater. Helena's our MC.
I was going to say, what's Helena doing there?
Absolutely. She's going to be our MC as well, one of our entertainers. She'll be joined by Marlene Davis, formerly from the Lexington Herald Leader. We have some amazing musical acts that are going to be there. Saxophonist Angelina Hughley. We have Charlotte Thompson, Deidre Darnell. We have UK Black Voices, Sister Sound, the Imperial Court of the Bluegrass. We have some young kids that play drums and sing, and so it's going to be a huge celebration, and it's all local artists.
And free of charge.
And it's free of charge.
We're not asking for money?
We're not even asking for money. I mean, if they want to give us money.
Yeah, we'll write a check if you want to.
But there's no admission.
There is no admission. Doors open at 6 tomorrow, December 1st at the Lyric Theater. The show starts at 6:30. A wide range of entertainers, a very diverse background. We have Jose Rivera, a mariachi that will be there with us as well. So it's just going to be a great event to again, celebrate life and to appreciate how far we've come over the years with HIV. You mentioned that in the 90s it was scary and we didn't know, but the amazing drugs that came out in 1995 have made it possible to stop HIV in its tracks and keep the virus from replicating in people. And so it's the best prevention tool that we have to get people tested and get them on medicine.
I think that's super important. Congratulations in saying it that way. Very good, my friend. Now,
that's what I do.
With the young kids of today, with all the apps that are out there, and they think being on PrEP, explain to people very quickly who may not know what PrEP is, P-R-E-P, everyone. There are some commercials that have been on quite a bit lately, which is great.
Sure.
So just explain to everyone what PrEP is.
PrEP is pre-exposure prophylactic. It is a medicine that someone can take once a day, and if you come in contact with the HIV virus, you won't contract HIV. It's kind of a vaccine in pill form, if you will, that will prevent HIV, but it's not a substitute for condoms. We still have to worry about syphilis, chlamydia, gonorrhea, other STIs. But PrEP is great, particularly for people who have a partner who may be HIV positive, for sex workers, or for anyone who feels they may be exposed to the virus.
Yeah, it's amazing. I want everyone to, go online, have that conversation with your kids as well. I think it's great that they see this on TV and commercials. They see so many people coming out now, wonderful sponsors and wonderful sportsmen, people coming out, having that conversation. We're going to put all the information up on the screen about the event for tomorrow night, correct?
Tomorrow night,
Okay,
yes.
very quickly, what's happening?
Lyric Theater. The doors open at 6. Show starts at 6:30. Celebration of life. Lots of musical acts. It's going to be a blast.
We love you. You're watching Midday Kentucky. Everyone back up to this short break. We are live down here at Bernardo's in Lexington. See you in a moment.